So this new kitchen project is about ready for some 2D drawings. Now, rather than continuing to search for the buttons that we need inside the microvellum palette, I think it's a good time to set up our custom tool strip. The goal is to be efficient while working in these projects, so this is one way that we can achieve that. Let's go ahead and start this next lesson and learn how we can add some common commands to the custom tool strip. So I've talked about it a couple times. We've been using a few of the commands that are already set up in here, but we want to add a lot more to fill up this tool strip. So to do that, in our microvellum palette, we have this little gear at the top. I'm going to edit this custom toolbar and just go through all the different commands that we want to add to our tool strip. So we're going to start off by adding a new one. There's our new item. Now go to the type and we're going to pick an internal command. We don't need to give it a new name yet. The name will change once we select this internal command. Let's see, there's a whole bunch, obviously as we start adding them all in here, we're going to maybe want to rearrange them. So let's just start off with going through. See, I like bump cabinet. That'll be one. Hit apply. As you start using all these different commands inside of Toolbox, you're going to want to fill up your custom tool strip with those most common ones that you're using. So these are just the ones that we're going to start off with here. It'll help us when we get into adding these 2D objects into our drawing. And if you wanted to, we can rearrange them a little bit just by selecting one and then using the arrow buttons below. So maybe I want my move to be above the bump. I don't know, however you want them to be arranged in your custom tool strip. All right, one last thing that I want to show you here inside of this window is adding a different type of command. So if we add an AutoCAD command, well, first off, let me back up here. We're going to call this one PDF import, and whatever the shortcut command is, PDF import. Now browse to an image somewhere on your desktop. And you also want to make sure that the pixel size is correct. If it's not the right size, Toolbox will let you know. You'll have to go back into that file and resize it. So there we go. We got our commands set up here, and there's our PDF import. And so that's ready to also be used. So you can do microvellum commands and AutoCAD commands inside of that custom tool strip. Now, a little side note on our custom tool strip. If you don't want that custom tool strip, or you want to have a second one, going into your options under the Toolbox setup, you'll see our preferences. So currently I have a microvellum default, microvellum training set up, but all this is controlling is that custom tool strip. So in case you're wondering what is preferences, what does it do? It's literally just changing what you have on this custom tool strip. Let me go back in there. So if you wanted to maybe add a new preference, you can, and that can be an entirely different custom tool strip. So that's all that's controlled by these different preferences. Now it's time to move on to our next video in this training series. For more information and other details on how to use the software, be sure to check out our knowledge base network on microvellum.com. And also connect with the other members of our microvellum family on our community forums. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you around.